What's up, everybody? Welcome back. It's been a little bit, but I am on to book review number 2. And before I get into what the book is and talk about the introduction of the book, so my plan going forward is to do the book reviews chapter by chapter, like I did with the last book, The Power of One More by Ed Milet, which again I highly recommend you go out and either get the hard copy or get the audiobook. It's a great book. So my plan going forward is to continue doing the book reviews chapter by chapter. I'm going to try to keep the videos a little bit shorter in my reviews, but I'm also going to do some shorts as well on this page, on this channel. So you'll see those kind of in the short section. They'll be about a minute or so long, maybe a little bit more than that, just to have a little variety. Not just doing book reviews, but also doing some shorts on some motivational talks from me to you. It's just a little quick videos. So that's the plan going forward. And I'm going to now show you what book I am going to be reading and reviewing, again, chapter by chapter. The book cover is the thumbnail for this video, but I'm just going to show you really quick. And it is called Hope in the Dark, Believing God is Good When Life is Not, by Groeschel. So I read the introduction, and I think a lot of us can kind of relate to what this book is going to be talking about, whether you believe in God or the universe or whatever it is that you believe in regards to faith and hope in difficult times of our lives, why things happen, and for me, of course, I'm gonna talk about it in my reviews as it pertains to God, because I am a Jesus follower. But I know I'm not the only one, and the author Craig Groeschel is not the only one who has dealt with loss in our lives or dealt with trials in our life where we are just wondering, number one, why this is happening. Number two, if there is a fill in the blank God, universe, whatever it is you believe in, if there is an almighty good being that is a creator of everything on this earth, in this world, why would they let me go through this? Why is this happening? Why is life lifing right now? And there's no, in my mind, in people's minds, there is no end in sight. He starts the introduction with a couple of stories. One is a friend of his who gets married. She's a Jesus follower. Her and her husband have a kid. Really long story short, he ends up cheating on her. He end up obviously separating and divorcing. She's a single mother. Her daughter then gets cancer and then eventually passes away. She kind of loses her hope and all of it, and not so much believing in God and why did he do this to me is kind of the way she thinks. And I think we can all relate to that, whether it's God or whatever you believe in. We have all been through this time in our life, I'm sure. And if you haven't, spoiler alert, it's going to happen. It happens to all of us. The second story he gives is his own daughter who gets disease, mononucleosis, also known as mono for short. She gets the disease. She gets through the mono disease. It's cured, but then she ends up getting something else that they don't even know what it is she actually has. So he's dealing with that, just wondering why there's no diagnosis. Why don't we know what's going on if there is a God, right? Or if there's a whatever it is you believe in. The other story, of course, is a father, a husband whose wife gets killed by a drunk driver. And then, of course, why did he allow it to happen? And why? Why my wife? She was a Jesus follower. She loved you, God. Why? Why her? So this book is going to talk about having hope in the dark times, believing God is good when life is not. And I know we can all relate to that, especially if you're a Jesus follower, and especially if it is whatever it is you believe in. we can all agree that there are dark times in our lives. There are valleys in our life. There are trials and tribulations we are going through, and we just want to know why and how we can get through them, and understanding that there is a God and there is a being that is all loving and is here for us in all our good and all our bad times. So that's what this book's going to be about. I wanted to get, again, I mentioned this in one of my other videos, I really wanted to get more into the spirituality of things. I do read my Bible every night, but I think a book like this can really maybe give some hope to people, myself included, hopefully you as well. So hopefully you enjoy this. So that's the intro. I'll be reading chapter 1 and getting that out to you guys soon. And again, be on the lookout for the shorts that I'm going to be doing as well. I will do more of those because they're quicker, and I'll get those on there for just a quick listen for some motivational content. So, all right, let's get into it. Chapter 1 is going to be the next video, and I look forward to y'all watching. And part 1, not actually chapter 1, it's part 1. It's called Hide and Seek. And then 1.1 is Where Are You, God, is going to be the first part of part 1, if that makes sense. So anyway, look forward to y'all watching and getting this content out to you. And I'll talk to you guys on the next one. Have a good one. Take care.